6 positive mindsets that will change your life forever. There comes a time in everyone's life when everything feels too heavy. You try, you push, you give your best, but things don't move the way you expect. You feel lost, you feel tired, you feel like maybe it's not worth it anymore. But deep inside you, there is still a small voice, a quiet whisper that says, "Don't give up, you can do this." That voice, that tiny spark, is your power. And today, I want to help you make that spark grow stronger than ever before. Because no matter where you are, no matter what you've been through, you can rebuild your mindset, your energy, your life. This is not just about being positive for a moment. It's about learning how to think positively in every situation, so that no matter what happens, you stay strong, calm, and focused. In this message, you'll discover 6 powerful positive mindsets, 6 ways of thinking that can completely change your life forever. These are not theories. They are truths used by people who turned pain into purpose, failure into success, and weakness into unstoppable strength. If you learn them, believe them, and live them, you will never see the world the same way again. So take a deep breath, focus your mind, and let's begin this life-changing journey together. Mindset 1. Focus on what you can control. Let's start with one of the most important lessons in life. Most people spend their energy on things they can't control: the weather, traffic, the economy, the past, the opinions of others. They worry about what might happen or what already happened. And while they're busy worrying, they forget to live right now. But listen carefully, because this truth can change your life forever. You cannot control everything, but you can always control how you respond. That's where your true power lives, in your response. When something bad happens, when life hits you hard, you have 2 options. You can complain, blame, and stay stuck. Or you can accept, adapt, and rise above it. Winners always choose the second option. Every single day, remind yourself, I can't control what happens to me, but I can control how I choose to react. You can't control if it rains, but you can bring an umbrella. You can't control other people, but you can control your peace. You can't control the past, but you can control what you do next. That's real strength. That's emotional power. When you stop wasting energy on things outside your control, you suddenly have more energy for what truly matters: your growth, your habits, your dreams. So from this day forward, make a promise to yourself. I will no longer fight what I cannot change. I will focus only on what I can control: my effort, my attitude, my mindset. And when you do that, you will start to feel calm, powerful, and free.
Mindset 2. Turn problems into lessons. Let's be honest. Life is not easy. Sometimes it feels like the world is testing you on purpose. You lose something you love. You fail after trying so hard. You feel like life is unfair. But what if I told you that every problem hides a gift? Every mistake, every failure, every painful moment. It's not here to destroy you. It's here to teach you something you need to grow. Life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Think about that for a moment. Every challenge is a teacher in disguise. Every pain has a purpose. Let me share a story. There was once a young man who dreamed of being a great musician. He practiced every day, but every time he performed, people laughed at him. He felt humiliated, and one night he decided to quit. But the next morning he thought, maybe this failure is trying to teach me something. He studied harder, practiced smarter, and learned from his mistakes. Years later, that same man became one of the greatest performers of his time. His name? Elvis Presley. Every great person you admire, they faced rejection, failure, and pain. But they turned those experiences into lessons. That's what you must do too. When something goes wrong, don't say, "Why me?" Instead, say, "What is this trying to teach me?" Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's building your strength. Maybe it's preparing you for something greater that's coming next. Remember this forever. A problem is not a punishment. It's a preparation. So the next time life feels hard, don't run away. Face it. Learn from it. Because that pain might be the very thing that builds your future power. Mindset 3. Believe in your own power. Now let's talk about belief, the foundation of all success. No matter how smart, talented, or skilled you are, if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never reach your full potential. Everything begins in the mind. Before anyone believes in you, you must believe in yourself. You can't wait for others to approve you, to support you, or to say, "You're good enough." You have to say it first. Self-belief is not arrogance. It's confidence built on truth. The truth that you are capable, resilient, and powerful. When you believe in your own power, you stop saying, "I can't," and start saying, "I'll find a way." Let me tell you something powerful. Your brain listens to every word you say. So if you keep telling yourself you're weak, you'll act weak. If you tell yourself you're strong, you'll start to feel unstoppable. The words you say become the world you live in. So from now on, speak strength, speak hope, speak faith. Say, "I can do this. I will find a way. I am stronger than my fears." You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start believing that you can improve one day at a time. Because once you believe in yourself, the whole world starts to believe in you too.
Mindset 4. Practice gratitude every day. Do you want to know the secret to true happiness? It's not money, or fame, or success. It's gratitude. Gratitude is the art of seeing light even when things are dark. It's the habit of saying, "I already have enough to be thankful for." When you live with gratitude, you stop chasing happiness. You start creating it. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means appreciating the little things that make life beautiful. The sunrise, a smile from a friend, a meal, your breath, your heartbeat. When you begin to see blessings in simple things, you realize how rich you already are. The more thankful you are, the more reasons you find to be thankful for. Here's a simple practice. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be, "I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the opportunity to start again today." And every night before you sleep, think about one good thing that happened during your day, no matter how small. This daily gratitude practice rewires your brain. It helps you focus on positivity instead of problems. You become calmer, kinder, and more hopeful. Remember, you can't always choose what happens to you, but you can always choose to be thankful. And that single choice, gratitude, can turn an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. Mindset 5. Surround yourself with positivity. Let's talk about your environment, because the people around you have a massive influence on who you become. If you spend time around negative people, those who complain, gossip, and doubt, their energy will slowly drain your confidence. But when you surround yourself with positive people, people who dream, who encourage, who believe, you rise with them. Your circle determines your strength. If you want to be positive, don't feed your mind with negative content, toxic news, or angry voices. Feed your mind with inspiration, education, and motivation. Read books that lift your spirit. Listen to speeches that light a fire in your soul. Watch videos that remind you who you are and what you can become. Sometimes that means walking away from people who only bring drama. It's not selfish, it's self-care. Because if you don't protect your energy, no one else will. Here's the truth. You can't build a positive life in a negative environment. So take a look around. Who are you spending time with? Do they push you forward or pull you down? Be brave enough to choose growth, even if that means walking alone for a while. Because soon, you'll attract people who match your energy, people who believe, who create, who dream, and together, you'll shine brighter than ever.
Mindset 6. Never stop growing. The final mindset, and maybe the most important one, is this. Never stop growing. Growth is life. When you stop learning, you start dying inside. Every day is a new chance to become better than you were yesterday. You don't need to change overnight. Just grow a little. Learn something new. Read one more page. Take one more step. Progress doesn't have to be fast. It just has to be consistent. Don't compare your journey with anyone else's. The only person you need to beat is the person you were yesterday. Every failure is feedback. Every mistake is a message. Every challenge is a chance to grow. So instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "What is this helping me become?" When you see life as a school, you stop fearing problems and start embracing lessons. The happiest, strongest, most successful people are not the ones who never failed. They're the ones who never stopped learning. So make it your rule. Every day I will grow in knowledge, in kindness, in courage. And one day you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Now, let's look at what you've learned today. The 6 positive mindsets that will change your life forever are: focus on what you can control. Turn problems into lessons. Believe in your own power. Practice gratitude every day. Surround yourself with positivity. Never stop growing. These 6 mindsets are like seeds. If you plant them in your mind and water them every day, they will grow into strength, peace, and unstoppable confidence. The world won't suddenly become easy, but you will become stronger. Remember, you can't always choose your circumstances, but you can always choose your mindset. And your mindset determines your life. So choose strength. Choose gratitude. Choose growth. Choose positivity. Because when you change your thoughts, you change your world. If this video inspired you or helped you learn something new, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Motivation to Study English for 30 minutes every day. Your support is the energy that keeps us creating better and more meaningful videos every single day.